It's a good day, except for the fact that I can't feel my legs. I'm wobbly getting up and out of the chair. Me and my fiance started going to work out at a gym in the morning and getting up at 4:30 and doing the whole shebang. And not that I'm regretting it, but I'm regretting it. We're just trying to get healthy, a little healthier lifestyle, and get nice and fit for whenever we take our engagement photos, and of course when we get married and for the rest of our lives. I have no idea where we're going with this, but nonetheless. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. So that's what I'm dealing with on this front. This is just talking to myself, just about a few things. Once again, YouTube supposed to be consistent. You're supposed to post a few times a week. I have an idea for a video tomorrow because I see online on forums, on Reddit and everything, people always asking about the validity of KEH and MPB. Are there any other alternatives and things like that? So just going over what you can expect from both companies when ordering from them. Should you use B&H, used, Adorama used, whenever you're buying used gear. New gear, I always, anytime I'm buying something new, I always buy specifically from B&H Photo. They just do a good job. Customer service is great. Fantastic customer service, actually. So I love using B&H Photo. But as far as anything else, I've only had to use Adorama whenever I was doing anything commercial. And even then, it was just because they carried a certain flash set, one of the gigantic, really powerful boys, which actually melted, the back melted because a fan broke. But yeah, a lot of people I see online, they have questions about, hey, should I use MPB? Should I use KEH? Are they reliable resources? Are they this, that, and the other? I've had good experiences with both. I've also had some really tacky experiences with MPB specifically. KEH is very hassle-free. They do give you less cash on your trade-ins, but when you're buying stuff from them, they have more options for purchasing, which are really helpful to people who just need to buy something on a snag. I also use Lens Authority, and I think I bought more off of Lens Authority than anything else. For example, I bought my camera body, I believe, off of Lens Authority. I buy, a lot of used lenses or bodies over the years. Lens Authority is just great. They have a really awesome system for rating everything. It's very cut dry, and when they tell you something is flawless, it's flawless. When they tell you it's good, it's good. When they tell you that it's, flawed, they tell you in the description whether or not it's flawed to the point of not working. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be just fine. But so I prefer Lens Authority over both of them. But the selections are better on MPB and they are better on KEH, and for trading things in, they're both great. I traded in a few things. MPB, you get more cash for your things, which I really appreciate. KEH, purchased this X100T off of KEH. This is my fiance's, and the packaging isn't as fantastic as MPB, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty nice, and honestly, this thing gets the job done, and they didn't even rate it super duper high, but this, it's got some nicks and some dings, some external wear, but I think it makes the camera look a lot cooler, and it's nothing that really affects anything, but I can tell you about the rating they have on this in that video in the future. But yeah, I really do enjoy, those websites. They do a good job for what they're supposed to do. They're there to help people buy camera gear, whether it's accessories. I think KEH even has film cameras and, stuff, film photography. KEH has a wider selection of everything. MPB may not have a wider selection, but I feel like, they've always got something in stock that you're looking for, whether it's, Fuji, Canon, Nikon, even some medium format stuff. From MPB. KEH has a wider selection, but I feel like everyone's always buying off of KEH over and over and over again. And I see them get a shout out a lot. I always see KEH getting shout outs, and that makes sense because honestly, they do a fantastic job with customer experience and customer service as well. I'm gonna raise up my light because I feel like I'm getting too much glare on my glasses. I didn't really check too much. But yeah, huge fan of both. I just wish there were some things that maybe were a little bit better on either one. But buying new and used gear. So I'll do, because I purchased something from MPB, so I'll be doing an unboxing whenever I get what I ordered. Because that's one of the things I'll go over is how long they both take to ship, and honestly how long it takes for them to get picked. MPB, basically if you're ordering something on a Monday from MPB, don't expect to get it that week potentially. Unless there's a miracle, do not expect to get it that week, because they're gonna take 4 or 5 days to even grab your item. So Lens Authority, it goes out probably next day. Lens Authority is probably the fastest. B&H Photo, if they've got it, they're gonna send it a couple days handling. Same thing with Adorama. Slowest one by far is MPB. KEH gets out pretty quick, probably a day after you order something. If it's not on a Friday evening, they're going to put it in the mail, and then usually sometimes it's a couple days, but KEH does a really good job of getting stuff out quicker. So if you're using one of those two and you're pressed for time, I would look towards, you know, KEH or Lens Authority. MPB, the selection's great. They don't shine customer service at all. I've had a guy who's offered me 10% off my orders for the past 3 weeks because they botched an order of mine, and they blamed it on the snow when I ordered it like 4 days before there was that big blizzard in New York a couple weeks ago that jacked up Texas too. Ordered it about 4 days before, then they blamed it on the snow for it not going out. So yeah, I'll be able to go more in detail into that, into customer service and everything. I'll go into detail on the return policies. I'm going to go into detail about basically how they rate their things, and how when rating them, they come back to you. I'll even throw in Lens Authority with that and how they rate things. This lens right here, this 35mm 1.4 from Fujifilm, I believe this right here was a Lens Authority purchase, and I got this for maybe about $350. Which is cheaper than you're gonna find anywhere else. $350, straight to my door, free shipping. And this was, this is their flawless. It was flawless all around. Actually, on cosmetics, it was passed. It was green. And I'll tell you their rating system because there was a nick on the hood. But other than that, things are great. With ordering from any of them. They just have different systems, and if you can find a deal on one of them, go for it because they're all reputable, but always check all three. But anyway, have a good one.